Here we want to simplify the complex fraction, and there are two methods we have for simplifying the complex fraction. The one that I just tend to prefer, I've written out the steps over here on the right. So step one, find your least common denominator, find the LCD. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just going to rewrite it over here to have more room. I have x minus 4, and then I'm going to rewrite x squared minus 25. I'm going to factor that as x plus 5 times x minus 5, difference of two squares. I'll draw my big fraction bar, and then I'll write the 1 plus 1 over x minus 5 down here. So to find my LCD, I'm going to look at all of the denominators in my little kind of mini inner fractions. So I'm going to look at this denominator, the two factors. So at a minimum, my LCD is going to have those two, x plus 5 times x minus 5. Those will definitely make the cut. And then I'm going to hunt around for any other denominators in my inner mini fractions, and I see this extra denominator down here of x minus 5. But I've already put x minus 5 as one of my factors. I don't need to repeat it, so that denominator is already covered in my LCD. So this is my least common denominator. So now I'm going to multiply all my terms, top and bottom. Right, so now I'm on step 2. Multiply my numerator and denominator, all terms, by my LCD to clear out any fractions. So I'll multiply this by x plus 5 times x minus 5. I'll multiply my 1, that's a term, by x plus 5 times x minus 5. And then I'll multiply 1 over x minus 5 by x plus 5 times x minus 5. And if you want, you could stick a 1 under here, stick a 1 under here, because then we'll have fraction times fraction. I'm not going to stick a 1 under here because I'm not multiplying the LCD by any fractions. I'm just multiplying by the number 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and cancel and see what we're left with. So up top, I have x plus 5 in my denominator, matching x plus 5 up there, my numerator. X minus 5 down here, x minus 5 up there. So the entire denominator is canceled out with the entire LCD. That just leaves behind my x minus 4 divided by 1, which is just x minus 4. So there's no more fraction up there. It used to be an x minus 4 over x squared minus 25. Now it's just x minus 4. Down in the bottom left, I have 1 times x plus 5 times x minus 5. Right, this guy here. The 1 doesn't do anything in terms of multiplication, so I'm just going to write the remaining x plus 5 times x minus 5. And then in the bottom right, my only factor in the denominator is x minus 5. I'm going to cancel that with the matching x minus 5 up top. So that leaves behind a 1 here, an x plus 5, and then divided by 1. So all I have left is x plus 5 times 1 divided by 1. It's still x plus 5. And I had that plus sign in the middle, so I'm going to put the plus sign in the middle here. Okay, so I just did step 2. Fantastic. Now I generally want to simplify. So the first thing I need to do in this case is I'm going to need to distribute out here and then combine like terms just to clean up that denominator a little bit. So I have x minus 4 up top. Down in the bottom left, this would FOIL out to x squared plus 5x minus 5x, and then plus 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. And then I'll carry down that plus x plus 5 that was already sitting there. The plus 5x and the minus 5x add up to 0, so those get canceled out additively, they go away. So now I'm left with x minus 4 over x squared. Then I'll write plus x next. And I'll write my constants last. Negative 25 plus 5 is minus 20. So at this point, I need to see if I can factor anything. And then if I'm able to factor, then I can check to see if I can cancel any common factors. X minus 4, I just keep copying that down, can't do much with that. But this denominator, x squared plus x minus 20, factors to x plus 5 times x minus 4. And now that it's in factored form, meaning I have two factors multiplied together in the denominator. I can see that I can cancel the common x minus 4, top to bottom. Now, I do have just an x plus 5 left, but my final answer isn't x plus 5. If you just type that in, that's incorrect. Note that x plus 5 is in the denominator. Okay, it's in the denominator, so my answer is in the denominator as well. Because my numerator is blank, I'll fill it with a 1. So my final answer is 1 over x plus 5.